Joker Gang, also known as Joker305 or just the Florida Joker, is a social media star and pseudo-rapper who blew up back in 2017 for his crazy look and completely tattooed face. It was the perfect moment for him to gain fame because there were so many people coming out on Instagram with crazy antics, face tats, but he was the first guy to have a completely tattooed face, as well as his Joker persona really propelling him into the mainstream for like 15 minutes. Nowadays in 2023, this isn't even that crazy anymore in the post-Gorilla Glue hair lady days, but in 2017, that was insane. But how does somebody get to the point in their life where they decide to do this to themselves? Well, it all happened because of one bad day, as you'll soon find out when we look into the story of Joker305.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All it takes is one bad day for the most sane man to lose his fucking mind. You know why I use a knife, not a gun? Because I get to know the true identity of a person, the true emotions, everything behind him, what he loves, what he's gonna miss when I cut him from base to base. Go fucking crazy bitch.
He was born Lawrence Sullivan on January 11, 1998 in New York, born into a family of 5 kids with an Irish father and a Peruvian mother, but unfortunately for the family, money was tight and his mother was unwell, so at only 6 months old, they packed their life up and moved to Peru. However, their time there was short-lived as well, and only staying about 6 months before moving again and finding permanent residence in Florida. Growing up, Lawrence found himself very drawn to the Joker character, first being exposed to him through the Jack Nicholson betrayal, but truly falling in love with the character after watching The Dark Knight. Despite that though, he was never a fan of Batman, seeing him as a stand-in for the cops, but the chaos that the Joker provided truly fascinated him. But besides his love for the character, his early years were pretty mundane, playing all types of sports and taking a particular liking to MMA. He even had dreams of becoming a professional when he got older, but when it came to schoolwork on the other hand, he had no interest, instead spending his time bullying other children and getting into fights. Once he got to the 8th grade, he decided to drop out of school, investing all his time in pot and video games, eventually stepping his drug use up to perks, molly, Xanax, and even crack once he got to his 20s.
I love smoking man.
Despite that though, things weren't all bad for the Joker because he was able to land one legal job, sign spinning out front of a massage parlor dressed up in a purple suit with a white mask. After that, he managed to find himself a girlfriend and conceive a child with her. However, the idea of having a permanent mask couldn't get out of Joker's head, so he decided to start tatting his face, starting off with a cross on his left cheek and a teardrop tattoo on the other cheek. These were meant to represent his dead friend who had passed away in a drug deal gone wrong. His friend's death greatly affected him, and this was the first time in his life he ever went to a funeral. He also gotten some shit for having marijuana on him, getting him his first charge and branding him a felon for the first time in his life. And this all led up to Joker's one bad day, when his girlfriend went behind his back and decided to get an abortion. Even worse than that, there was rumors she was actually cheating on him, so they got into a fight. She pulled out a machete and actually cut him across the face and on his hands. Even worse than that, when the cops arrived, he was actually taken into custody, being seen as the aggressor in the situation. They then told him that he could never return to the house again, even though he was the one who actually owned it, and he was left permanently disfigured from all the scars and cuts from the machetes. And by the time his record was clear and was able to return, she had already ran off with another man. After this, Joker couldn't turn back. His life had fallen apart before his very eyes, and it was time to fully transform himself into the Joker, tatting scars, blacked out eyes, and a Batman tattoo with a knife through it. That was only the beginning of his transformation, because after that, he tatted even more. He then used white face paint to cover up the rest. At the same time, he decided to make a go at being a social media star, posting multiple videos on his YouTube channel of him in full face paint, jumping around, throwing things, and acting like a crazy person. This gained him a little attention, and the people who did notice him began comparing him to Stitches, saying that he ripped off his style. So in protest, Joker went full in, tatting the rest of his face fully white to finally complete his transformation. The next couple years, Joker went unnoticed by the wider internet, biding his time and waiting for the moment that the world was ready for him, and that moment came in May of 2017 when he was arrested for pointing a loaded firearm at passing cars. He was booked and taken in with the police posting his mugshot online, getting the attention of local news, who interviewed both his mom and sister for comment. Each of them said he was a good kid, but he had a lot of problems and he was mentally disabled and handicapped.
All in character. His mom says he has mental issues. His sister,
he's a very good-hearted person, you know. He doesn't you know, look for any problem.
It was later found out that Joker told his mom to say that in order to gain sympathy in hopes of beating his case. Unfortunately for him, only 8 days later, he was arrested a second time for weed charges, and this time his mugshot went viral, being posted by the news media all over the country as well as World Star Hip Hop. All this went down in mid-2017, smack dab in the middle of the Instagram Clout era, so a crazy character like him fit right in. And while locked up for that prior gun charge, Joker actually became cellmates with another Instagram Clout chaser known as Boont Gang. It seems the two didn't like each other while locked up, and Joker saw him as a little bitch. They both got out. Joker attempted to start a rap career with his track Fuck, all caps. Unfortunately though, even with the help of Lil Ominous and other prominent figures in the Miami underground trying to help him out, he just wasn't any good at rapping, and his 15 minutes of fame were fading fast. When he decided to start a beef with Boont Gang, and warning for this part of the video, I'm going to say Joker a lot, so there's going to be Boont Joker and White Joker. So Boont decided to get some face tats that said ha 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 and started to pretend to be the Joker. After that, the White Joker said that he was the real Joker and that Boont was a fake. This led Boont to clap back, saying if he caught Joker outside, they were going to have a problem. Joker responded saying Boont was a bitch and that he was going to shoot him in his pee-pee hole, going on to say that no real Joker would use a gun, they would actually use a knife because that's how the character would actually get it done.
Talking about you gonna shoot me in the pee-pee hole with your gun. Number one, a real Joker don't use a gun. Guns are too quick.
Mook responded with this weird ass shit.
I am the black Joker, the hood Joker, whatever Joker you want me to be, the Boont Joker. I'm the new fucking Joker.
After that, not only did Joker fall off, but most of the Instagram wave came with him. Even worse than that, his Instagram page actually got deleted, losing him all the followers he had built up in the last few months. And then in late 2018, he was actually arrested again for having an unregistered firearm, which violated his probation, getting him locked back up again. I'm not sure exactly how long he spent in prison, but there was a couple videos that surfaced online of him on a jail call talking about making his comeback and actually starring in a documentary about his life. After he was released, he lay low for a year, getting a couple more face tats before making his comeback on Instagram in 2020, attempting to join the Instagram beef community comprised of people like the Island Boys and VM. He even beefed with Fly Soldier a couple times on live before he was ever famous. He also built up his own group of clout chasers known as Joker Gang, comprised of members like Trap Murder 7 and Kent Street. This group is basically comprised of a bunch of 30-year-old men trying to get clout on Instagram, and for the most part it definitely doesn't seem to be working, because his Instagram account was actually deleted a second time. After that, in 2021, he did a small-time boxing event called the White Trash Rumble, where he actually managed to score a knockout in the 3rd round. It turns out all that MMA training wasn't for nothing. For the next couple years, he began to drink heavily, even posting videos of himself online crying and drunk out of his mind. Seems like Joker was going into a really dark place, but after meeting his fiancée and quitting alcohol, he seems to be in better spirits. Besides that, it seems like his story is pretty much over. He did have a falling out with Trap Murder 7 in early 2023 because he tried to claim he was the new leader of Joker Gang, leading White Joker to kick him out.
I ain't take over shit, nigga.
How?
I don't care, nigga.
How? When
I
I got
mad.
mad.
I don't care what you got behind you, nigga. I got Joker Gang, nigga. I'm Joker Gang. I run Joker Gang, nigga. You're out of Joker Gang, nigga. You're not Joker Gang no more. Fuck, nigga. You're not Joker Gang no more, nigga.
But besides that, Joker has basically been left as a fallen meme who is constantly trying to recapture his lost relevancy. But with no real talent for rapping, he can't really make a career out of that. On top of that, nobody wants to box him. He's tried to set up multiple fights with Boont Gang, but Boont Gang just never reciprocates. I think the biggest factor that's affecting Joker's career right now is that the skill ceiling on clout chasing has risen quite a bit since 2017. Having a full face-to-face tattoos just doesn't do the job anymore. This post-COVID world where everyone's online now, you either have to do crazy stuff like go on stage and scream Bill Clinton at the Game Awards, or you have to shake your ass in front of your kid and then film his reaction. Everybody wants clout now. Everybody wants to have their 15 minutes of fame. It's not like it was back in the day when it was just crazy characters getting famous because they were crazy and the fame was a plus to them being crazy. It's just not funny anymore when everyone's so self-aware. It really took the punchline out of the joke, and that's why Joker seems to be failing now. However, one recent event has pushed Joker's image back in front of the eyes of all of WhiteTube, and that's the recent drop of the GTA 6 trailer, where a character can be seen that's clearly inspired by the Florida Joker. And this has given him a second 15 minutes of fame, and he's even asking Rockstar to pay him for using his likeness, and honestly, I hope it happens, because if not, this guy has no future. He's living with his mom, he's close to 35 years old, and with no real talent, things aren't looking good. If Rockstar can just give this man enough money to sustain himself for the next 40 years, and he's not stupid with his money, it could be a lifesaver for him. But either way, that's basically all there is to the story of of Joker Gang. Hope you all enjoyed. Switch it up this time. Instead of Knife Gang, we're going to say Joker Gang and put a bunch of clown emojis in the comments below, or just say Joker Gang. And also, if you want to subscribe, that'd be cool. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Could it happen? I don't know, but a man can dream. If you want to talk to me, the best place to contact me is Instagram, or you can contact me on Discord. I have a server there that you can join. Those are both going to be in the description below. And I have a second channel where I do interviews, so if you want to check that out, feel free. But most of all, thank you for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.